2, 1, go. Okay, so we decided that we were going to rush for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, this map is just the central highway is obviously very conductive to quick aggressive push.
To building 10 T64s, yeah. How many do you build?
Well,
Is it 8 or 10?
I built 8, and then you built 2, correct?
Yeah, I think so. No, I built 4.
In which case we were...
Because I built BM, and you just built B, and then I built 16 BMPs.
in either case, I mean, a 4 set is going to push through any early game.
Yeah.
Fence.
I mean, we put
by people covering more than one sector. That's why, I mean, it's sort of a rush in any game. Relies on that, but
because we put our commands in Charlie and Bravo, but they keep one in Hotel, and they build a command helicopter and a command armor command, but they die.
keeping one in Hotel.
Oh no, they build another command armor as well. They build 2 command armors.
Yeah, but I'm stating in general terms, keeping a command in Hotel is a very bad idea because the distance between the Foxtrot spawn and Golf is the same, and Hotel just yields 1 point, so you're essentially throwing away at least 200 points.
Golf is really quite defendable as well. It's more defensible than Charlie, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going now. They bring the Black Hawk around the side and try and camp.
This is the one good move they do all game.
Yeah, and that does kill like 4 BMPs later on.
Yeah, but it's obviously cancelled out by the fact that then they use a helicopter command on this map.
They built the anti-aircraft helicopter, and then they try and chase the Mi-9, and doesn't it get killed by Tunguskas? Don't you kill those with Tunguskas?
Yeah, it's a total waste because it's 90 points down the drain, and it only carries 8 missiles. Anyway,
so we decided to attack Foxtrot. We just go straight for Foxtrot, and they have what? Bradley's and Meth's 2 commands in Foxtrot, because I think from now they see that what we're doing. And
they figured it out. At this point, the Bradley it's a terrible idea. The Mephistos are a good idea, but the problem is they have no hard units, and now when we get up onto the plateau in force, they have absolutely no way to counter.
They also only have 1 recon. They had the Bradley, which died, and the Gazelle, which I guess they keep, and they bring in some tow trucks and some infantry, but it proved not to be enough.
No, and bringing tow trucks in at this point is pointless because the range is so short that they are going to be hit by autocannon and heavy machine gun fire.
I lose most of my BMPs though, but we killed the CPC, and then you just shot down their Huey.
I just want to note that here you're bringing out the BMPs. You're not covering with the forest adequately enough. So you're exposing yourselves to the tow jeeps at the back, which you didn't really have to do. I do the same thing with the Salos and lose two of them.
Yeah, I think at that point there was too much to micro in too short of a space of time.
It got too much of a mess.
But I still have most of my tanks left. Oh no, I don't. I have one.
Yeah.
I have 1 tank left.
At this point, I still have 2 Salos.
And then
six T-64s.
We come in down the main road to Hotel, and they build a load of tow trucks, which are okay for a while.
Yeah, and then right there you have the Colos throwaways. You know, they're of no value anymore, so it's quite good to put them in front when it was a clear ambush, so the Panzer Grenadiers would fire at them first.
The tow trucks keep us down for a little bit, but I put those 2Ds up front, and they just can't fire fast enough, and they just get killed. I think the Jarlos get one, and the BMP rush gets the rest. So from now on, it was just trying to find out where the rest of his commands were, because we knew he had one in Gulf, and we knew they didn't have enough points to make serious counterattack, but it was just about killing the commands before we lose too many units. So we figured out, we guessed their command would be here, and it was. But it's just getting it, which proves to be an issue. He spawns a Sheridan, I don't know why. And he spawns a Starship, which is like another stupid idea.
Sort of our big mistake here was the sort of the massive...
The what? Oh yeah, and we chase...
All the infantry, I mean, that should have been grouped up and put into the BMPs, but obviously it doesn't matter since it's going to be a clear victory anyways.
We chase him out of Gulf because I have a BM-64 that's just shooting the command armor, and then we trail that with the MI9. That gets killed last, I think, that M114. But it runs to the woods anyway. And then Fran...
It doesn't actually die, it gets...
Yeah.
They surrender just before it dies, but the point is the same.
And then Fran spawns a bunch of MI8 TVs. In Hotel, we just had this sort of skirmish a bit.
The MI8 TV just... Well, let me just say, for 30 points, you get a rocket platform that is quite fast. And although it's a big helicopter, the MI8, it's a very viable weapons platform for this sort of...
when there's no AA around, it's really good.
Quick response, and you need to inflict a lot of morale damage as well.
They almost kill my command in Charlie, which was a soft command, but the Vabs just stopped chasing it for no reason.
Yeah, that was just a question of not paying attention because the Vab will outrun it.
Then we attack over here, like it's a full scale, just charge towards these trees.
And this would normally be a very bad idea.
Yeah.
But they do not have enough infantry to even kill all of that.
So their command runs off into the tree. I don't think we killed that one actually. I think they surrendered.
No, we didn't.
Because I tried to hunt it down, but I didn't see those chasseurs, and it's too fast in the woods anyway. So it now comes down to this last command armor, which is getting rocketed the fuck out of it.
So that was going to die very, very quickly, but
they surrender now. I think. Just stay in for a second. Yeah, the value of pussy. Interesting username. I had a bad KD there.
What's interesting here is the command points that we actually made more command points than
because we killed their commands really quickly. So even though the game mode...
No, not only that, but the fact that we willingly gave up our spawn, which is only valued at 1 point, and it's not worth the investment in this map, in this sort of strategy. That's well reflected here. And if you see, our command intake is almost equal to one of their kills.
Yeah. I mean, this is economy, wasn't it?
I mean, it's about 40% of our losses, the command points we made.
This mode was
which we didn't really spend. I mean, the only reinforcements we brought in, you brought in a couple of BMPs, and I brought in the MI8.
Yeah, we almost used entirely our spawn.
But if we had to replace losses, we could have maintained a good strength. So even if you do rush, you can maintain a sort of a reserve element.
Yeah. The thing is that because we killed their commands very early on in the rush, even if it would have failed, they wouldn't have been able to come back because we were still making points in a way that they couldn't match.
Yeah, it's just ceasing the initiative and you completely knock them off.
It was a fun rush though. That was such a good game.
No, it's good, and it was a considerably high-tech rush because normally, or what you could do in other situations, is pour down a lot of T-55s, T-62s, and Afghanskis from the packed side. That also works well, but
I think we should. I think that's an end to this very short game.
All right.